Week 10, guys. Best bets, black and white takes. We're back at it. Shout out to everyone that is probably listening to the rerun because we just started. So, probably not anyone here live. But if you are watching the rerun, before you even listen to this, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. We're going to keep it going. We've been pretty consistent. I think we've only missed 1 week so far in terms of giving our best bets. But so it's crazy being in week 10 now because now it's getting real in the sense that I feel like the NFL season's coming to a quick end in a way, even though it's not close to being over. But just from a regular season standpoint and having the amount of games that we're used to having, we definitely got to enjoy it while it lasts. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Yesterday, there was obviously a game. I did not have any action down. I don't think any of us had much on that game, but it was very underwhelming. Simi, you have any reactions to the Broncos winning 10-7 against the Raiders?
Bro, snooze fest of a game, and not good for fantasy either, unless you have Gene T or Troy Franklin. But yeah, I mean Bowers meets Earth, not great, not a great watch either.
Nah, yeah, man, definitely. I fell asleep on the couch.
It's a snooze fest.
That game woke up at one sleep, Jace.
Yeah, I woke up at 1:47 and I was sick. Alarm going off in 4 hours.
Yeah, that's wild. All right, well, let's get to the Sunday slate. I definitely have some bets I love. Not as much action, I feel like, as usual. But let's get to our best bets. But before we do, how did we do last week, Jace? You remember?
I think I was 1-2. I'm falling apart, man.
Jace, want to forget about last week?
Yeah, I'm coming back to earth.
What'd you hit on?
Was I 0-3? I don't remember. What were my plays? What did I pick?
I think it was 0-3, bro.
Was it really that much a fiasco?
0-3.
Yeah, actually, you hit Ravens. You hit Ravens.
Yeah, hit Ravens against y'all two clowns. I should be on the Bills, fading you guys again. I should just directly fade you clowns. Oh. Why not? They dominated.
All right, well, let me give a quick recap. Yeah, Jace was 1-2, hit the Ravens, did not hit the Colts or the Bengals. And then Simi and I think both were. Let's go. We were 1-2, right? Right, Simi? Or I was 1-2.
No.
At least
yeah,
I hit
your face.
I hit Arizona plus 2.5, but I did not hit Houston or Kansas City. And then Simi, you were 2-1, so congratulations. You were the only one. I think this was the first week, maybe, where we only had one person with a winning record. So Simi hit the Rams minus 14 and the Cardinals, and then he was Joe with me. We were lined up at the book, ready to bet the Chiefs, and got our money taken. So, Simi, I know you had a lot to say though after that Chiefs game. What's your reaction now that we just completely bet into that spot and got smoked?
Yeah, bro. I said I was going to mush the bet. Every time I like the Chiefs, they're not going to cash. So as soon as I jumped on that, I knew it was cooked, and that was a very public spot. And the sports book loves us, and they would love to take our action, CK.
1000%. Such a Joe spot. But anyways, we're gonna bounce back overall this week. I know myself and Jess, after a rough weekend, need the bounce back. But let's get into week 10. First game, we've got a Germany game. We've got the Falcons going to going to Germany to play the Colts. The Colts right now are minus 6.5. Pretty much everywhere. There's a couple minus sixes out there. I'm pretty sure this number was at one point at 5.5, but it's definitely moved. The story, it really is, at least for the Colts, is Daniel Jones is brought back down to earth by the Steelers, and we all knew it was coming. It was just a matter of when. I'm glad the Steelers made that happen, but the way this game is priced, especially with the fact that it is international, I think it really is priced like, this might have just been one bad game, and that Daniel Jones is still the Daniel Jones we've seen the other 8 weeks of football so far.
Or they're playing the Falcons.
Well, the Falcons actually, I mean, they were in there with the Patriots. They put up a good fight at least and covered that number. So looking at this, it's like 6.5. I want to say that's too many points, but not enough to actually take the Falcons. I think there's a lot of uncertainty around them. What do you think, Jace?
Dude, I definitely lean Colts here. I really want to take them. I know you guys, I'm always on the Colts, but I don't know. Falcons an international game. We have so many sleeper games for the Falcons where it's like you could be getting the Miami Dolphins, or you could be getting a solid you could or you could be getting like a solid actual team. So it is kind of like a hit or miss when you're betting against the Falcons, but I like Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor bounce back this week. I trust the Colts. I've seen a lot of good things out of the Colts. Is Sauce Gardner going?
He should be, yeah.
Yeah, it helps their defense, right? The big acquisition there. So I do see a value here on the Colts, and I might come back around to it and make it an official play. But right now, I'm going to see if I like a couple things better.
Gotcha. Okay. Simi, you got anything?
Yeah, I'm going to jump on the Falcons here. Official.
Whoa.
After Jay said all that.
Wow.
Yeah, I like the Falcons. This is a couple too many points. Just like last week, I think they were getting too many last week against the Patriots too. And yeah, I do like the Colts to bounce back, but I also like Drake London to go off. It literally doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's going to destroy Sauce Gardner. And I like Bijan to get right in this game too. Falcons. Plus
I like it, man.
5.5.
I love the 6.5 numbers. That's one of my favorite numbers to bet in NFL for sure. So I like it. Jace, does that mean you want to hop on the Colts, or you might circle back?
Do it, Jace.
Yeah, dude, I'm really thinking now. Oh man, what should I do, boys? Let's circle back. Actually, no, go ahead. Give me the Colts. What's the best number out there?
I'll give you Colts -6.
All right.
That's the best number.
Free money.
All right. There we go. A head-to-head on the first game. I like it.
I'm going to say head-to-heads with Semi.
Yeah. Now let's keep it moving. Let's go to Miami. Miami. Guys, this is going to be a play. I'm going right back to the well. I lost big on Thursday Night Football, taking them against the Ravens. It was a very frustrating game. Tua actually looked pretty good to an extent, at least early in the game. They just got screwed, to be simple. But I don't want to talk too much about that game. The Bills are coming off their biggest win of the season. Anytime they beat the Chiefs in the regular season, at least because it doesn't happen in the playoffs, it's a big deal for the Bills. The morale has got to be high. They know if they want to go to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to go through Kansas City. And yeah, I would just say based on that, the entire public's going to be very high on Buffalo. But similar to just the Falcon spot, this is just one too many points. This game should be 7.5, in my opinion. I don't know why this is 9.5. It's not like this. If this game was in Buffalo, I mean, this is a different conversation. But this game is in Tua. It's in Miami. Tua is a different player in Miami in the sense that he seems much more comfortable. Give me the Dolphins plus 9.5 as my first play. I'm fired up about this one. Simi, could you get there or not?
I'd probably lean to your side. I'm not going to bet the game, but I feel like the Dolphins run scheme probably does well here.
What's up, RC? RC on the TikTok. Sorry, my bad.
Hey, shout out RC. River Creek.
My bad. Yeah, River Creek.
No, I'm not betting this, but yeah, lean Dolphins with you.
Jace?
Yeah, this just feels like a lot of points. I definitely lean Dolphins with you as well. I think it's a good time to take them if you're ever going to take them.
Okay. I like that we're all kind of aligned, at least with the lean there. Makes me feel a little better, maybe. All right, let's go to Chicago. So the Bears, how did the Bears do last week? Am I blanking? Who'd they play?
W against Chase's Bengals.
That's right.
They looked total fiasco of a freaking game, dude.
Yeah, that was ugly. So yeah, the Bears are coming off a win, and the Bears find a way to win, which I think is really the key difference with Ben Johnson. Clearly, is even though it's not always pretty, they're winning games, and they've won a lot of close games this year. They don't necessarily blow teams out, but it is good to see that they're winning. The Bears right now are -4.5 at home against the Giants. So I remember earlier in the week, I did consider taking the Giants at 3.5. Now at 4.5, I almost want to get there, but it seems a little trappy. From what I know, the weather is not supposed to be good in the sense that there's going to be a lot of wind. And what we do know is the Bears have a very good running game. Ben Johnson has a good running scheme, and the Giants are really bad against the run. So that's the biggest reason why I'm laying off this game. I don't have a lean. I don't want anything to do with this. Jace, you have anything?
Yeah, give me Giants +4.5 official.
Wow.
Crazy.
I know it's crazy, but I mean, the Bears looked awful last. Yeah, it's a great number. The Bears looked awful last week. Their kicker looked so bad, and you're giving me 4.5 points. Like if it comes down to a field goal, I like with watching Santos last week against my Bengals, it just looked like a fiasco for that guy. Like he was all in his head. You're giving me high winds, bad weather, and then the decision making, the inaccuracy of Caleb Williams in the weather conditions. I think it's just too big of a number with everything that's going to be going on. Trust Jackson Dart a little bit more, which is wild to say a rookie quarterback over previous Heisman #1 overall pick. But give me Jackson Dart and the Giants.
I kind of like it. Simi, what do you think?
Chase, maybe we go head to head again here.
Oh, dude, you're gonna take 4.5 for the Chicago Bears.
That's kind of a crappy number. I feel like the Bears are just playing like a winning team right now. They're just squeaking out games, and Ben Johnson, his scheme is just kind of shining. He gets them over the edge. And I love Kyle Mononga. He's on my fantasy team now. So Swift should be back this week. They got Colston Loveland starting to go, and then Odunze is demanding the ball, and his dad keeps tweeting that they should give him the ball. And I believe that too. But yeah, I think I'm going to take the Bears -4.5.
Wow.
Official.
I respect it. It's pretty ugly, but I respect it, man.
Oh, we're going head to head ×2, Jace.
Dude, but the Bears haven't really beaten a good team.
Yeah, I mean they haven't.
Like they're winning. They're getting lucky against bad teams. No, I know, but they're getting lucky against bad teams, and the Giants are trending in a better direction. They got speed on the edge, but I mean, I think we're gonna see a really bad Caleb Williams come Sunday, right? They play Sunday at 1. Yeah,
they got him back in like the top 10 fantasy QBs because the last week
he's
he had
a clown.
38.
He's a fingernail painter.
This is the type of week where he scores like 6 fantasy points.
Yeah, they're coming down to earth.
Yeah,
they beat the Raiders, Cowboys.
All right,
who else? Raiders, Cowboys,
Carolina.
Cincinnati,
Commanders.
Yeah, clown show. All right, let's keep it moving.
CK,
Right,
why'd you say Carolina? Okay.
Oh, because we're keeping it moving. We're keeping it moving. I'm done talking about the Bears.
God damn it.
Guys, the Carolina Panthers right now are -5.5. I mean, this is insane. I think it's been what has it been? I think since like 2017, maybe, that they've had this big of a number. But -5.5 is insane. They're playing the Saints, who I mean, there's just nothing really going the Saints' direction for me to even consider taking them. This number has not budged at all. I've only seen this number at -5.5. I don't have anything here. This is a game similar to the last one where like I like the Bears to win actually against the Giants, and I like the Panthers to definitely win the game. But when we're talking 5.5 points, I don't care if it's the Saints. I'm not laying that. Jace, what do you think?
I agree too, and I saw McMillan is battling a hamstring issue. I think if he doesn't go, that's another. I mean, their main weapon at wide receiver. To win by 6 is a lot for the Panthers and that kind of stagnant offense. So yeah, I can't get there. I do like them to win at home against the going nowhere Saints, but can't get there on the 5.5. I agree.
Simi?
I can't think of one reason I would back the Saints. Literally, like nothing. Team is so cooked. I think the Panthers' run game has been really solid with Rico. But yeah, this is a division game, so I could see this landing on like 3. I'm not going to bet it, but it would be Panthers or nothing.
Yeah. Agree. Cool. Another pretty ugly game. The Jets are hosting the Browns. Right now, I mean, there's a couple different numbers out there. I see a +2.5, a +1.5, a +2 on the Jets at home. So the Jets, the big news there is they've basically put up the white flag on the season. They've blown it all up. They traded their 2 best defensive players in Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams away for draft picks. And they've decided to go full rebuild. Apparently, they were really close to getting rid of Breece Hall as well, but KC wouldn't give up a 3rd round. And I guess they only offered a 4th round, and the Jets wanted a 3rd. So it was very close to Breece Hall as well being gone. Right now, I could only look towards the Jets simply because I trust Justin Fields more than I trust Dylan Gabriel. Even though the Jets have given up on the season, even though they've traded away their best defensive players, there's not really much here for me to want to take Dylan Gabriel on the road as a favorite. Simi, what do you think?
Yeah, I like that analysis. Dylan Gabriel, there's literally nothing to like about him, and I think Shadur Sanders should get a look here soon, definitely before the end of the year. But this is a gambling hotline type of game. I'm not betting this with anyone else's money, and I hope they don't show this on Red Zone too much unless it's Breece Hall scoring. But yeah, this is a watch something else or do something else type of game.
Mow the lawn.
Mow the lawn, do the laundry, while the Jets and the Browns. Oh yeah, save the laundry.
Oh man, Jace, what do you think?
I concur with you guys. I lean Jets here, actually, but I'm not making a play.
I think Garrett Wilson back in. That should help them out a bit.
Yeah. Dude, I saw the Jets are going to go after Joe Burrow. There's a funny tweet about it saying they have the draft capital.
True, they do have it. That'd be crazy. All right, let's talk about the Houston. So CJ Stroud's out right now. Houston is +1, +1.5. Pick them at home against the Jags. This is just another game where I just never know what to expect from these two teams. I've bet Houston back-to-back weeks. I'm not going to keep the streak going. I really don't want anything to do with this game. And Trevor Lawrence, I don't care what you guys say. Jace, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with this game either. Divisional game. I think this is a Jacksonville win, but I don't know. I just truly don't know. I'm not a Trevor Lawrence guy either. Not going to back him. Also, definitely not going to back David Mills. So I'm saying far away from this game. This 1:00 slate most likely going to be mowing my lawn.
It's a trash slate, 100%. Bro.
Now we got the last 2 games we're about to cover are good, but
facts. Yeah, I got nothing on this one really. This is the Trevor Lawrence, or it's supposed to be the Trevor Lawrence CJ Stroud battle that we were talking about. Not much of a battle, but the only thing I'll say is Jacoby Myers, welcome to Jacksonville, and Brian Thomas Jr. is out, so expect Jacoby Myers to get peppered with targets.
To get lit up. Trevor Lawrence.
I mean, Jacoby's a good, reliable, receiver in the sense of you know what you're going to get with him. Cool.
Until you get Trevor Lawrence throwing him the ball.
Hospital ball.
Right? Can I get Nico Collins to do something? All Nico Collins fantasy owners, I mean, we need something. He was out last game with a concussion. It's been just 11 points every week. We need something, Nico.
So mid. No boom.
It's just been so mid. Yeah. It's insane.
David Mills is going to have you waiting another week, brother.
Hey, I mean, he can't be much worse than CJ Stroud in terms of getting Nico the ball, in my opinion. Low key. But all right, let's get to the good games. So those are all trash games so far on the 1 p.m. slate, but there are 2 good games. My next bet is coming up, guys. We've got the Ravens going on the road to Minnesota. Guys, Minnesota won outright in JJ McCarthy's 4th start against the Lions on the road. I mean, that's
good.
awesome. Yeah, he looked really good. If you're a Minnesota fan, you've got to be feeling really good after that game. That's really, I mean, that is a tone setter, if any. So now Minnesota's coming back home. Obviously, in my opinion, they're going to be inflated after that game, and they're playing the Ravens. And I feel like we have a good idea of what the Ravens are. It seems like, yeah, they kind of got off to arguably a little bit of a slow start on the defensive side of the ball against the Dolphins, but the Ravens are the Ravens. I still think that they're a complete and good team that can compete for a championship, especially with Lamar Jackson back now. After such a big win, again, when you're winning, when you're more than an 8-point underdog and winning outright, I'm not going to back that team the next week. So I'm on the Ravens, guys. I took them -3. I took them -3.5. Right now, the best number is on DraftKings at -3.5. So I'm going to make that official for my second play. Ravens -3.5. Simi, I'm curious your thoughts on this one, man.
I like the Ravens too, especially at 3.5. I don't know why the number dropped a point, but yeah, I like the Ravens too. I think they're trending up. I think the defense is trending up. And yeah, I like Lamar to shred here, even though I think the Vikings will make this a good game. Addison and Jefferson probably have their way with the Ravens corners. But yeah, I lean Ravens. Jace.
I'm with you, CK. I'm making this my last official play as well. I just don't think we've seen the physicality of Baltimore. We don't see like rookie quarterbacks. I mean, I know JJ's not a rookie, but it is his 5th start. You just don't see them playing super well with the speed and physicality of that defense. And Baltimore's getting hot. And I think Lamar's going to have his way. He's getting healthy, obviously. And we saw some poor secondary play again for Minnesota when against who was it? Philly. They were pretty poor.
Yeah.
With a little bit mobile quarterback. So Baltimore shredding them, and JJ McCarthy just not having a great day at home.
I like it. Simi? Oh, shoot. I guess you already gave your cap, right? Or am I tripping?
Let's keep it
Yes,
moving. Lock in.
sir.
Come on.
Let's keep it moving. I
Keep
feel like
it that dang moving.
all right. Wait, yeah, we have one more. So last 1 p.m. game. This is the game of the week, in my opinion, just with how, I mean, you could say unexpected, at least for the Patriots, but both of these teams have been relatively hot the entire year. The Bucks right now are -2.5-point favorites at home against the Patriots. This number is another number that, I mean, the books put the number out and it hasn't moved all week. It's just -2.5 everywhere. Let's see I'm curious actually how the money split looks on this. It looks like most of the bets are actually on the Patriots and the money is on the Patriots. I definitely think this is a Buck spot. I took the Bucks and I am going to put them in as my last pick as well while we're at it. So give me the Bucks -2.5. Again, this is just simply because it's under 3. I think that they get it done at home. So we have a question from someone on Twitch. They said, I have a question. Why are people hating on the Broncos for having a close games and being 8-2, but they were glazing the Chiefs when they had the same record as us last year? A win is a win. Simi, what do you think about that?
I think that's facts. His username is 999 long live Juice WRLD. But yeah, no, that's facts. It's hard to win in the National Football League. That was an ugly game, probably the ugliest game of the year. But I mean, yeah, a win is a win. I agree with that. No hate on the Broncos at all.
Yeah, it's a good question, dog. All right, Jace, what are your thoughts, man? Bucks, Pats.
Bucks. Yeah, I know Bucky's not going. Obviously, the injured Mike Evans, huge. but I am interested in seeing the Pats playing on the road against a quality team. We're gonna find out if they're real or not. So I definitely lean Tampa at home, and Baker definitely in Tampa. Even though I know they're down some guys, but I definitely lean Tampa Bay here. What about you?
Wait, I'm gonna just real quick. They got BMO out, Ben Morrison out, Bucky out. I was just looking at the injury report. I don't know if I like it anymore with Ben Morrison out.
Godwin
Take
out.
it easy.
That's our guy. No, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely with you, Jace, on the Bucks. Simi, you with us, man, or what?
Can't really decide on this game. I feel like when teams go on buys, people forget like how they function. So I'm not surprised all the money's on most of the money's on the Patriots. I feel like the Bucks before they went on the bye were lacking some of their like normal explosive offense. Like Luka was a little quiet the last 2 weeks that they played. But yeah, I expect them to get back on track here. I can't really pick any side in this game. This is a dead toss to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be. I can't wait to watch that game. That's the game I'll have on during the 1 p.m. slate. All right, let's keep it moving. We're going to the 4 p.m. slate. Man, I'm just now seeing this. So I took the Cardinals plus 6.5. The odds are plus 100 on DraftKings. Again, I think Jacoby Brissett being the quarterback is at this point definitely a positive compared to Kyler Murray. The offense has proven to be way more capable with him. And I don't think the Cardinals are as bad of a team. The other thing, too, is what do we know about the Seahawks? Is they've been amazing this year, but their best games are always on the road. They're not the same team at home for whatever reason. So this is yes, I am taking the divisional dog, or the away divisional dog, but I still think that there's value here. So this was close to being my last pick, but I could only look towards the Cardinals plus 7. Simi, what do you think?
I don't really have anything here. The Seahawks are damn good. This is a divisional game, though, so lean for it to be close. I think the Cardinals kind of lack a running game right now, which blows. But yeah, McBride and MHJ should go off here. This is a toss for me too. Got nothing.
Jace?
I like the Seahawks, boys. I do. It's a big number.
Take out the Ravens and put them in.
Nah, man, I like the Ravens. Sam Darnold is looking incredible. JSN looking incredible. They dominated the Commanders. I know that's not saying much, but yeah, I can only look Seahawks here, man. I think we saw the best of Jacoby last week, and I can see why the books wanna kind of lean towards the Cardinals, but I don't think there's there's not much to look forward to with that team. And the Seahawks are competing for winning that division and possibly the whole NFC. So I think the Seahawks keep it rolling and they win this game at home pretty decisively.
That's fair. All right. This next game, I actually bet this one as well. So Commanders, obviously down in the dumps, just I think on the entire season. I guess there is possible hope if somehow a miracle happens and they make the playoffs that Jada Daniels can return. But I think the Commanders have a lot of issues, and they're going to be hosting the Lions, a little bit of a revenge game for the Lions after their season was ended, surprisingly, last year in the playoffs at home against the Commanders. But this game is in Landover, Maryland. Right now, there is, it looks like, yeah, so there still is a 7. I'm not really going to say it's out there. It's mainly 8.5. I took this minus 7.5. If there was a 7.5 out there, I would probably find a way to sneak this in. But I like the Lions. I think the Lions, especially coming off a loss, they're going to want to bounce back. And we know Dan Campbell likes to run it up. And I don't really have any angle to want to take the Commanders unless this was like a plus 10.5. Jace, curious what you think, man.
I agree. I'm not gonna speak on it. Good cap. Less is more.
All right, Simi.
Yeah, favorite play of the week here. I'm going to be on the Lions official. If this doesn't hit, I don't know what to say. People are saying the government shutdown included the Commanders, which I mean, yeah, they've just they've been so embarrassing the last 3 weeks, 2 weeks. The defense is so awful. They're all so old. Bobby Wagner, Luvu. Our corners are hurt. Our safeties are injured. The D line's injured. There's really nothing to like about this Commanders team right now. They have no run game, no Terry. Debo's been playing hurt for the last 2 weeks. I think the Lions run up the score here. I would even look to the Lions at like minus 12.5. And
Oh wow.
yeah, I think Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown, Montgomery touchdown, Laporta touchdown, St. Brown touchdown, JMO touchdown,
Jared Goff touchdown.
Jared Goff anytime. Yeah, parlay that and yeah, hope that cash. But yeah, the Lions are going to run it up here. They're getting their revenge for last year. And yeah, I mean they're just gonna put their foot on the gas here and blast the Commanders.
I'm glad we're all aligned on that one as well. I'm in complete agreement. So yeah, Simi's last play is official. Lions mine. It looks like we are pretty much set on our picks. I'm gonna at least read out the last few games on really any of them, but Rams, Niners. Now the Rams are minus 4.5 on the Niners. I have nothing there. Simi, do you have anything?
Negative.
Jace.
Division game, toss.
Yeah.
Toss.
Steelers +3. You can still get. I took them +3.5. They're going Sunday Night Football against the Chargers, so I like it. But the more the week's gone on, the less I like it in a way. But the Steelers is the only way I could look there. What do you think, Simi?
I like 3.5. If you like the Steelers, then probably lean their way too. And I could see the Chargers charging. Shout out my boy Lawrence Middleton.
On Lawrence. Jace?
Oh man, I agree with you guys on the Steelers here. This was actually almost a play for me. I think I don't know these like one-dimensional offenses. I think the Steelers really expose. I'm not a huge fan of. We just see the Chargers' offense look so weak at times, and with T.J. Watt and Patrick Queen and the speed that the Steelers had showed last week, I think this is just a low-scoring, dangerous game for the Chargers, and 3.5 is just too many points.
Facts. Joe Alt. That made me think about Joe Alt hurt. I really want nothing to do with the Chargers if they don't have Alt.
Yeah.
Very true. And then last game Monday night, Eagles are short dogs. There's a +2, +1.5 on the Eagles going to Green Bay. I mean, really the big news there, and maybe why that number might have come down, is with Tucker Kraft's ACL being torn. He was a huge part of that offense, and it'll be interesting to see. I mean, even though he is a tight end, like how much that'll impact Jordan Love in the offense, because it does seem like on a lot of plays when the Packers needed plays or they needed that explosive play, Tucker Kraft was kind of the go-to guy for the offense. I mean, he was a huge playmaker, so I think it is a big loss. I could only look towards the Eagles here, but I have nothing here. Simi, what do you think?
This one's a toss. I never know what I'm going to get from the Packers. I feel more comfortable with them at the crib, but didn't the Panthers just win at their crib last week? Yeah,
Forgot about that.
The Packers are a toss, man. I honestly lean Eagles here.
Bro, that number was crazy. I'm so glad I took the Panthers +13.5. Like, I thought that was an Andy Dalton number, and then I saw Bryce Young was in. I was like, 13.5. What are we doing?
Free money.
Free money.
Yeah, Jace, what do you think?
Oh man, I'm on the opposite.
Oh, you're on Eagles, man. Come on, man.
No, I'm on opposite side of you guys. I actually lean Packers at home here.
There you go.
Eagles coming off a bye. I think they are a little sleepy coming out. So,
Yeah.
but not a play.
No, yeah. No, that's I know Simon's on the Packers, but I can't get there on there. So cool. You guys got anything else before we get up on out of here?
Nah, man, let's go enjoy our Friday.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, this is Black and White Takes, guys. Appreciate it.
Let's go.
If you're watching the rerun, like, subscribe.
Oh, guys,
let's go.
Guys, my Villanova pick hit.
Oh yeah, good, Jace.
Oh,
College basketball 1-0.
There you go. You got to start bringing the CBB pick so we can wrap up with that next time.